This video introduces the basic Connected Mind features that will help you quickly get started with this newly released iOS 7 app that is revolutionizing freehand mind mapping. I tap Create a Mind Map and Connected Mind displays my central theme as a colourful oval shape. In these videos I'm going to draw a mind map sent to us by a Year 7 student outlining her creative story writing assignment. I label my central theme Story Writing. I've now made the simplest of mind maps, a central theme sitting alone in the middle of my mind map canvas. To avoid accidents, Connected Mind automatically saves everything as I go. By tapping on Maps, I can now see my new story writing mind map is saved on my iPad in the local maps area. Now I want to expand my map by adding my first branch. First, let's swipe my map list to the side to get rid of us and give us some room on the canvas to add that new branch. To add a branch, I press down on the central theme, highlighting it as the parent of my new branch. Notice the yellow lines around the outside. I drag my finger across the canvas, drawing a freehand line any way that I like. As I lift my finger to indicate I've finished drawing, a text box appears and I can type the name of my branch. Story setting. Done. Connected Mind automatically allocates the colour and thickness of the line. Later in the video I'll show you how to change these automatic features. I now want to add a second main branch called Characters. Once again I press down on the central theme, highlighting it as the parent, and as I drag my finger across the canvas I can draw the line in any shape that I want. As I lifted my finger, I was prompted to enter the label for the branch. This time I'll type in Characters. Done. Notice that each main branch is automatically allocated a different primary colour. Story setting is a purpley colour and Characters is a light pink colour. These different colours highlight the main threads in my mind map. Now let's add a sub-branch to Characters. But before we do, I want to make a little bit of space on the map. So I tap Story Writing, press down again in the middle and move my map across slowly. I now have room to add my sub-branch. So press down on what will be the parent branch Characters and drawing a nice big loopy branch, lift my fingers, type in the name of the sub-branch, which will be Villains, and note that the child branch Villains has inherited the same colour as its parent branch Characters. This shows visually that two are part of a related branch thread. The thickness of the villain branch is also slightly narrower, indicating this is a child branch of Characters. Now I want to show you how to add a shape. I'm going to add a special shape to represent our primary villain called Victor. To add a new shape to the villain branch, I tap the shape icon up in the top of the toolbar, just up the top here. I'm immediately prompted to type in Victor's name, and I can scroll up and down looking for one of the 27 shapes. I think what I'll take is the star, tap on it, and it automatically puts Victor on the end of the villain's branch. Victor's star is now highlighted with the yellow outline and the little double-headed arrow. It's waiting for me to resize and reposition it exactly the way I want it. To emphasize that Victor is one of the main characters, I'm going to make his star bigger by pressing the double-headed arrow at the bottom right corner. As I dragged it down, his shape expanded, and I can control the height and width of the shape. I can also reposition Victor by pressing on the middle of the star shape and moving it around the canvas of the map. I'll put it underneath the big looping Villains branch. So how do we change the automatic colours, font and line thicknesses that Connected Mind initially defined for me? Well, firstly I'll tap Characters to highlight this as the branch I want to change. Then I go up to the toolbar again and I tap the options. And notice there's a whole list here. The one I'm interested in is colour. Tap the colour and up comes the colour wheel. The colour wheel offers me any colour I want. As I touch the colour wheel around the outside, a new colour will appear. If I select choose now, I'll get that particular colour. If I want to alter the brightness and the hue, I grab the little dot in the middle, brightness right up there, darkness down here. I can play with it to my heart's content. Hit choose and it applies it to my map. But notice, not only does characters change colour, its child branches and shapes automatically inherit their parents' new colour to maintain the visual linkage of a mind map thread. In this video I've covered the basic freehand features of Connected Mind. If you have further questions, then tap Options up in the top right of the toolbar, and down the bottom of the list there's the Help facility. Tap Help and a list of help options will come up. Swipe up and down the list to display the help options, and tap on any of them to get a detailed explanation of one of the questions that you might have. If you still have a question or problem that's not specifically answered, tap Report a Problem. From here you can get our email address, which is support@connectedmind.com. That's support@connected-mind.com. This is the first in a series of videos explaining the revolutionary freehand approach to mind mapping launched by Connected Mind as part of the release of iOS on the iPad. Connected Mind is designed to take full advantage of iOS and the iPad touch interface, making it the ideal freehand mind mapping solution.